interacting to season 5, episode 13 of Charmed. Last episode, we hit the 100 episode mark, and sadly, Cole's birthday, where he essentially died. And it was kind of a sad thing because, low key, they barely gave us full Cole development on not development in storyline, but development in background. Remember in season 3 where I thought we were gonna get more about his sibling and his mom and dad, and I was thinking about it over this week about how he hit the 100 episode mark. I don't even remember if they even said when his birthday was or if we ever celebrated his birthday before. And this being the first time we really got a mention of Cole's birthday was kind of nuts. Or maybe I'm just having the worst memory because I do not remember anything about Cole having a birthday mention or party or anything like that. And they could have used this to talk about his family and his history, and instead we just watched Cole go through an up and down battle with evil, and evil always winning in the outcome. And sadly, by this season, it was just pushed to the point where it was just y'all have no choice. But now I'm kind of wondering if the avatars are going to be our villain for the second half of the season, or are they going to just sit back because they low-key gave Cole a large amount of power to do what he did last episode, which I do appreciate, even though Cole, that was crazy work. But I'm happy he did that, like I said last episode, because we got a chance to see in a what if scenario, and I always love a what if or a timeline or alternate universe type of thing. And we got to see what it was, and it was pretty accurate, especially with Piper and her not giving up until she finds out Shax, and trying to figure out how to defeat the person that killed Prue. And it kind of showed that even though Paige for a long time felt like she was a replacement, and that she meant nothing to the group compared to Prue, it showed that she really was the glue to keep the sisters together. And now I'm just so excited for this journey, because now we have, I guess, Phoebe finally leaving, having her shadow behind her. We have Mama Piper still once again dealing with her pregnancy, and we have Paige, who is so slowly but surely realizing that, listen, yes, she may not always have her plans working, or her plans needs to be mentioned with her sisters, but she can handle her own. And we're going to see what happens for the second half of the season, because now this is the second half. This is definitely 5B, because it's 22 and 12 was technically the start of the second half, but this is really the official thing, because episode 1 to 12 has been essentially the Cole arc of this, the Cole and Phoebe arc, and now we're going to be getting the Phoebe and new enemy, or the official enemy of the season arc, and I'm excited. So anyways, happy Monday, and let's dive in. Oh, she got a bookie butt.
I'm sorry, I should have called and let you know that it was alright. Guess
oh, he's been around. I remember him.
Great, then it's a date.
Oh. Are you sure? What if he friends on
So I'll see you at 11 o'clock.
What?
Nothing. I'll just, I'll see you tomorrow. It'll be great. Yeah, well, apparently our little ghosts and goblins are not sleeping, so how can I?
Ghosts and goblins?
They would just attack us rather than move stuff around.
I know,
look at
it's 2 in the morning.
Now, Leo, you going to know them? What the fuck they touch now? And if mind you, Leo could orb somewhere. Hey, okay. Definitely smart. Damn. Oh my God.
A manifestation of what? Cole's leftover energy?
Well, not just Cole's, but
all the demons he possessed. Yeah, that makes sense actually.
It seems to be coalescing into some.
The yang.
You sure?
I have no idea what that means, but I do know that I cannot raise a child in this environment, people. I'm not due for another couple of months.
Hey.
A little dressed up for Glen. Looks more like you're going on a date.
She wants to be a date.
Maybe I am. Excuse me? Did I just hear correctly? Times before?
Right, yes.
Yeah, kind of been hanging out on and off since high school, I see.
Why should she be married or something like this?
This time it might work out.
A witch doctor?
Okay,
Leo's fucking tired, mind you. He's tired.
Pregnant? Okay, got it.
Wait, should we be talking about this?
Snake skin.
Free us from the ties that bind.
No, they ain't no ball python, my brother.
Intertwined, we call upon the one who cures, he who
You have this huge effort to change with the times. There's always a stereotype set persistent. You ever vanquished a demon in this house by any chance?
A couple. A lot of them.
Oh, only about 100. Give or take, another 100.
They're leaving her here with the demons? The
Well,
spirits?
hey, don't worry about me. I'll just clean this all up by myself.
The cartoon. Oh, we got a misogynist.
Can you
in
believe
this
that?
building?
He's just trying to drum up publicity by being controversial. Yeah, well, that's not gonna work. Oh, you know, defeat the
Vanquish?
competition. I'm just a very competitive person, you know? Oh,
She trying
I know this, which is why I think you gotta like
to
a little
kill
bit.
that man. At least she's
At
very
least,
aware.
I don't know if I can do that. I mean, why stoop to that? You know,
'Cause,
I'm
you
an
know?
advice columnist. I'm not some playmate.
That's all she had to say. Funk ass Bob Pixie cut demon.
Paige?
Hi.
Why is it
how's
giving?
your climb? It
Why
was
is it giving
photographer,
friends?
right?
It was awesome.
Really friends.
There's a lot more people there than when we were there, though.
It's too bad.
What did I say?
After my parents, of course, but...
Clockwork.
You're getting married.
Oh, here she is.
You brought her here?
Glen, so much about
I knew it. I knew it,
It's nice to
bro.
finally meet you.
What he tell you actually? Mind you,
It's
Paige.
great
Paige
to
got
see
beautified
you.
for him. God damn. She was sliding on that floor.
That's all. I understand.
Why would an evil person need you to vanquish the evil entity they probably would enjoy to have? And if that's the case, why are you judging somebody that's helping you get them spirits? Well, fine, Big Mama.
Big Mama. Who's Big Mama? He's getting married, that dirty rat.
Look at him, yeah. Look at the whole family tree. Look, the child wants to look. He already got the information. He and I.
Lucky me.
He's
I
still in
didn't say what I
picture.
was a little bit rude, especially to her. Although I don't know what he sees in her. She's not his type.
What's his type?
She's
Stand back.
Damn bad. This motherfucker's taking every item of something from them. Like, are we serious? Motherfucker.
Go on. Whoever these witches are, they're magnets for evil. It's drawn to their powers. Can they withstand it?
You caring or not?
Then we must eliminate them.
What? Oh, brother.
including demons and trampling sisters. This place is a disaster area, always. I have no idea what it's going to be like when the baby comes.
Well, I'm more concerned with the witch doctor.
Whoa, what happened in here? We've been healed. Really? Way to go, Doc.
Barely.
I gotta go change. Bye. Where are you going? You want a picture of
Piper,
us.
we're too
I don't
long.
know.
We're
I'm
too
not a
deep
witch
into this
doctor.
fucking
All
stuff.
I'm
You
saying
keep
is you
asking these
obviously wanted
dumbass
it for
questions.
something.
I'm going to tell you this right now. You've been doing it for 2 seasons. Don't let it happen again.
As humans, women,
Oh, brother. Them more evil
obsessions
to justify you going after them.
consume them.
These fucking idiots. You about to make me act out of character. And we can also help your, your obsession to get a better headline. But who am I to judge?
You and
No.
Okay, yes.
No, I didn't think that at all.
Do Glenn believe that though?
I just don't understand what Glen's doing with such a blonde pimbette.
What?
And really, who's the surgeon who does those boobs? Because they are fantastic.
The witch doctor has been stealing your stuff to put a hex on you.
Oh wow, the elders know that, but they don't know anything else.
He thinks you're evil too. Which is why the sooner you sell him, the better.
No, I just
Are
can't
those
imagine what feet. She's about to punch the shot that.
Much better.
Okay. Alright, you keep.
This photo shoot, she gonna see me so bad, bro. The toothbrush. When did he? How did he get that?
I'm not even sure why I'm doing this,
Office
actually.
siren.
Doing this to blow Spencer Ricks out of the water, honey, and we both know it. A
What?
little more skin wouldn't hurt.
And how did you get here?
Good for you, but this is a closed set.
He said, "Boy, bye."
Sorry, but there's kind of a family emergency.
Oh, sorry.
Leo, go ahead and close my eyes real quick. Now he gagged because he asked for it.
We're shooting? Get the fan going. We're shooting.
Get
we're
the light.
shooting.
Get the light.
Oh my god, don't even try. She knew exactly what she was saying to me, Glen.
She didn't mean it, I'm telling you. I've known her forever.
Well, then fine.
Funk ass relationship. Like, how long have I been dating, anyways? For this, like, it's like once everybody. Girl,
What are you doing in
no.
my car?
Ooh, She left her there. No, for real, but like, why every time somebody leaves are witches or
What do you want feathers for? Killer potion for
don't
Spencer
have,
Ricks?
you know.
Oh, second cabinet under F. I alphabetized. It's my
Under
fault.
F,
Just for a little while, and I will call
flee
you.
the
Oh,
country.
don't, Missy. There will be no fleeing the country until you clean up after yourself. No.
I know Leo about 7
Paige?
cigarettes and stress right now.
Thank God
I know she don't got a wedding dress on.
Like what?
Like,
At least until after the honeymoon, then maybe I'll switch back. That's me cute.
okay, wait, stop. I can't let you do this.
They're in a secret marriage?
Reach deep down. What's your problem, Leo? Get out of here. I'm sorry,
Leo.
but this is.
How you gonna explain this?
Oh no.
No.
Sweetie, I'll handle this, okay?
You heard Leo call this girl Paige and then said that's not suspicious at
I'll
all.
be right there to steal Glen away from
Try.
the
She don't even know you, Paige. Let's open up. Let's open up. Let's open up. Now she about to. She pulled up on him.
No, actually, I'm your competition.
She pulled up
But
on
instead of
him.
stooping to your level, I decided to come and confront you personally.
Oh,
That's
kinda real.
right. People.
You heard when I clenched that fucking towel in your neck.
I'm not a fraud. I mean what I write.
Okay.
Oh,
They can't stand the heat.
Wait. Bye bye. I hope when you're barking that turkey neck, you can gain a damn sunroof to cover that top.
Piper, what are you doing?
2 ladders.
I'm replacing this roof. It's fit.
Guys.
The turkey.
A little help here.
The
What are you
fucking
doing with that
turkey.
thing? Well, first I'm gonna kill it, and then I'm gonna stuff it. You are.
Oh.
Like how
Yeah, like how?
Jessica.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, I thought he legitimately knew that was Paige. Okay, will they erase it from her memory though? And
Explain everything.
the other guy.
Just know that I'm here to save you.
Every Yahoo, and then what was the other ones? AO, Hotmail, AO, and AO. The pasture. The pasture about to flip the fuck out.
What the hell? They're twins.
Why she go home and write this in his book? Paige, give her fucking dress. Explain. It's a little late for this, I fear.
I done.
There's no time. We need to get home and save your sisters before they destroy themselves.
Girl, where the house at?
What'd you do with the house?
The shit flying like
I
up.
thought it would be better to start from scratch.
You seeing Glen distraught over Jessica is what shocked you into the
Yeah.
next.
Okay, well,
You
you
gonna?
just
So we're gonna do what we have to do. What? Throw some dirt on you?
No, I wouldn't.
Not just Paige said, girl, the turkey.
Phoebe?
Mom, she's like, girl, where the fuck that turkey at?
That its existence may be.
Mom, I know a person across the street probably like, the fuck?
Woman might want to see a doctor about that.
How did you get here?
With the powers you apparently didn't want us to have. Good powers, by the way. Very good.
And wrong
Well, we
answer,
attract them
forehead.
for a reason, Doc. So that we can get rid of them. You get rid of us, you'll have more problems than solutions. Trust me. Yeah. What's going on?
She realizing what the fuck
I
she
think
did.
you have some
She realizing what she did.
issues, competitive issues.
Yes. I know she
didn't think you guys
tired.
would come if you knew.
He
I wanted
protected
to.
her.
I'm out of here. Please just
Girl,
stay.
rest.
Hear me out. Because I hurt you, and I hurt you because I hurt Jessica. It's pretty obvious that you love her, and she loves you.
After this, do not come back, Glen. Our friendship is over. It's over. Damn, he ain't say goodbye or nothing, Glen. That's how you doing it? I don't trust him. But we move, y'all.
Hey,
Let's see the
Phoebe,
photo
what's
shoot.
cooking? If you're talking about Spencer Ricks, not him.
Give me that book.
Run,
Leo, what the fuck? Leo barely jogging at that. But yeah, so that was my season 5, episode 13 reaction to Charmed. This was a good topic, but I do not trust them. Do not trust the witch doctors as of now, because they could potentially be our new enemies. Because once again, they say they're on the good side. We'll just have to see if they're going to be reoccurring or not. So yes, we're going to talk about Paige first because she's one of the biggest topics. And honestly, I feel like this was hard to watch. I hate those embarrassing storylines where like a character realizes that they were doubting and not seeing this relationship, and they took the relationship for granted until they lost that person. And this is exactly the same thing. Now, mind you, I didn't even care about Glenn to begin with when he made his appearance at the beginning of season 4, as I was telling her that, you know what? I'm gonna actually clock Glen's tea. I was actually going to let him slide for a little bit. I'm actually going to clock your tea too. Because your relationship was already weird when we got introduced in the beginning of season 4, where you were out here side-eyeing Paige because Paige was maturing, and then you basically were trying to say, this better be the same guy. If it's not, then I'm just wrong. But this was the same guy that was like, oh, well, you're acting different. Why do you want to go to Australia with me? Oh, well, like, you changing. You used to be like, let's go. Now you working and you want to move in with strangers. They may be in a cult. They may be trying to control her. And I was like, okay, understandable, because once again, you're witnessing Paige change in like a couple of days. But you watch that after trying to force her to go on another fucking vacation with you. Y'all been hooking up on and off for years. You should have been asked if she wanted to make it official. There's no way y'all sat there and was both playing with each other's hearts for years, and then it took like what, her not reaching out this time for him to find somebody and move on. My Jebo was probably rocking other people's boats for months. Then he came back and hooked up again, and then he finds out about powers, and then he comes back. Don't tell you y'all wasn't talking to each other. Y'all supposed to be on and off friends. Was definitely friends. You at least thought. I was like, I remember when he found out about her being a witch, and I said, well, since he knows about her being a witch, he better keep in contact with her. He clearly didn't keep contact with her enough, because why would she not know that you're married or engaged to be married soon? And then you invite her to your wedding the day before it? And once again, I don't know, because like maybe due to Paige turning into Jessica, it like, I'm assuming, but like he was already dressed and we had a pastor there, meaning they're probably gonna get married by themselves. Okay. I mean, once again, you don't gotta have a big audience to get married. But you're gonna have her show up there? Like what's gonna happen? Like, huh? We're all gonna get married then, and then she'd be invited to like a party or something? Because you were only gonna tell her a couple hours before you got married with this girl? But that's your friend? And then I know you're the type of guy people should be wary of when they're dating, because there's no way you're about to get married to this girl and you're not telling her your previous history with this girl. Now, I know that maybe opening them can of worms would have caused your fiance to side eye you as to why you're friends with somebody you used to hook up with, right? But you hooked up with her less than like within a year range, at least a year and a half range. So that was definitely still new, definitely still concurrent, and you didn't tell her about that, because I don't think Jessica even knew anything about Paige being some type of, or having feelings for him, until she judged her about the boob job and stuff when she got, and I mean when she was mean to her, and then when she came back and tried to apologize, and then she got possessed by the obsession spell. Meaning that I don't think Glenn even took into consideration of what Paige would feel, to be honest. Like, did Glenn ever think, like, did Glenn, like, it was, like, are you telling me that Glenn was so in love with, like, Paige, and that due to her taking things for granted, he finally moved on, and he didn't think for a second that when he randomly appeared out of nowhere after a few months, that they were just back on their hookup facade, and he didn't assume that? He assumed that Paige was like, oh, well, he moved on, I moved on? Nothing? Was y'all even communicating for real? What's going on? By the end of this episode, I'm at least assuming that Glenn is raps for you, right? It's raps for you, because that on and off for years, then to give us this last minute ass engagement thing, clearly choose your girl over your friend, even though you would at least understand magic in a sense. It was as if he didn't even give a fuck that it exists, like it's as if he believed that Paige would feel that way, which Paige does feel that way in a sense, in some degree. And I'm not gonna lie to you, even that occurring is just to me, because she never took this man serious at all. She just couldn't take a man serious a couple episodes ago, literally 3 or 4 episodes ago, when we had them several guys, and then she was feeling deeply about that guy, and she orbed into the house, and then she had the episode where she dumped the guy 2 or 3 episodes ago, where her dad came, and then she had issues. Glenn appearing, making her, her assuming that maybe he's the one. No, he's not. And I been knew this was coming. We're still in season 5. She has 3 more seasons before she can find that guy. And he's definitely not the one. Let's be honest here. The way that he, like, I'm listening, the whole situation was very immature, embarrassing, and please. But him not telling her that he was seeing somebody and engaged, especially when he used to have hookup connections with this girl, is as worse as her letting him come in and hook up with him every few days when he would appear. unserious work. Glenn, hope you have an amazing marriage. If y'all do become friends again, sure. But how Jessica handled it, Jessica does not trust Paige, so I would not be shocked that she would not allow Glenn to have any continuation in a friendship with her. I think after Paige witnessed that, she realized that she had to let him go. Because let's be honest here, they have history as friends. They had a lot of history as sleeping buddies, and he's now a married man. He is now a changed man. So we will be leaving you in the drafts. God bless. Now let's talk about Phoebe. This is very in and out and it's hilarious, but I love that when it comes to her being like a column writer, the fact that like I always imagined like I think for each season I've imagined each of the sisters being famous in some degree, like with Piper being like a famous chef and now being a famous like P3 club owner that's running into celebrities. Then with Prue being like she was with the for it was called that celebrity one time, she got caught with him, and then her also being a photographer, so she can run into celebrities. And then we have Phoebe dealing with, I mean, and then obviously Prue was famous in the future. And then you got now Phoebe really living famously in this life as like a writer for a column newspaper. And then she's having competition with this misogynist guy that is trying to downplay her intelligence and what she knows and basically tell her to stay in the kitchen, which is so crazy because misogyny has been ramping up even higher within these last few months. And so it's just very wild to see the same shit that he's saying 20, 30 years later. I mean, before, it's now happening, like still occurring now. And one thing I will say about this episode, though, is I enjoy that they brought what was currently being repeated and current obsession of theirs at that moment into the episode because it makes sense. But then the overall, like how one thing branched out into several things was even better. So I might as well do Piper and Phoebe with this in general because they came here, well, the witch doctor came here for the to get rid of the demon spirits that we've vanquished over the years. And I know people may say this episode may be bad or maybe it's random or maybe it doesn't make sense. And I understand if y'all do say that because it's like, well, damn, like, what? Why now? Is it because Phoebe basically vanquished an additional like 50 plus demons? But it would make sense, especially with the previous episode. She vanquished an additional like 40, 30 to 50 max more demons. And then plus whatever vanquish, then whatever demons, yeah, was it 12 episodes? It was episode 11. And episode 12 is obviously Cole vanquished in general. So then whatever his demons that he absorbed in the powers, like all of that, plus the ones that we've seen. And like, let's be honest here, we've vanquished some people in here. But I think once we vanquish, like Phoebe vanquished those additional demons, that really pop lock and dropped the hauntedness of this house. And the fact that it went from that, which is pretty accurate because so many demons come into our house free, rent free, they teleport, they orb, they blink in here. It would have been at some point where all the demon entities would have built up. And yes, I understand that we're doctors, assuming that due to us having so many evil entities in here, that means that we're devilish ourselves, but we're not. And then so from that, sparking into these witch doctors using their current obsession to cause them to act crazy with at least somewhat of an accurateness to them was interesting to see because you got Paige who really thought that her and Glen was going to get back together and they not, and then her seeing some girl that somehow sparked Glen to take commitment more serious while she wanted to be committed to him now. You have Piper who once again is fighting against the damn previous demons hunting the house to keep her house in her way, to obsessing over the house in general to where she doesn't even want to see the house. She wants it to be invisible so it can be to her liking and she can start from scratch, to a stressed Leah watching all the sisters, not even both, all the sisters crash out. And then you have Phoebe who once again doesn't like somebody trying to downplay her, so she want to go to a competitive route because the damn boss decided to point at her and trigger her with a little bit of foolishness to activate her competitive side. So everything they were thinking about was amplified times 10. And I feel like beside like with Piper and Phoebe's is funny, but Paige it was hard to watch because in some instances she was calling she definitely would like didn't she not come in the house and call that girl? I mean she called him a little rat and she was coming at Jessica a little bit. With hers, it's kind of like you can take it more serious because I genuinely like in theory she was probably like going to stick beside that plan a little bit until she saw how hurt Glen was. Now, once again, the obsession part is obviously controlling her, but I do think that Paige. I wonder if Paige would really have continued to like try to pursue him until she saw how hurt he was that he almost lost Jessica. But anyway, those episode 13. We had a lot. Let me know your opinions about Glen and Paige. Once again, I did. They both were wrong. Like, they both was unserious, and this could have all been avoided. Like that cringiness of just him at the altar and Paige just sitting some. And Jessica better than me. I would have probably two-pieced both of them. Like imagine her finding out they were hooking out. Used to hook up before. He never told you, and then he brought you to his ex hookup, friends with benefits, best friend. Yeah, yeah, she's better than me. But anyways, make sure like, comment, subscribe for more charm reactions. Patreon link below for charm, Team Wolf, and revenge reactions. Channel will be linked so you want to upload. Till next time, make sure you say peace.